You have a diverse portfolio of designs that you've done, from residential to rec centers to religious facilities, schools, some multifamily, and I've noticed your schools are really unique, and you're predominantly, I would say, you're a contemporary designer, right?
Oh, yes.
Contemporary architecture. Yes. Your thing, and you're working on a project now that we spoke about, the Godding School.
Yes.
And that's a unique project.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that project, how it came about, and how, in what ways it's unique.
It's unique for many reasons, and I get very excited with those projects because they are unique. In this case, actually, we partner with another architect from Italy, because this is a Reggio Emilia approach. That is the system of the
Repeat that again, what's that called?
Reggio Emilia approach.
Reggio Emilia.
This is a region in Italy where they come up with this approach about the education to the students. And it's fantastic because they consider, in a good way, that the building is going to be a teacher. It's not just a building that is going to hold the students. The building has to be alive, so then teach the students through the whole time. So when you walk, for instance, we are going to tell them how the walls are working in terms of tact. So the walls are not all the same, a different material, different colors. We can have flexibility in the classrooms, so then it's not going to be always the same space. We build rooms that they call it atriums or ateliers, when the students come together and they can transform, and they have, of course, you have to give them all the tools, because they are going to be furniture that is going to be special for them, and they can assemble and disassemble. So they are learning continuously, not only by the curriculum, but by the building.
So the environment that they're in is actually functional. They use that space as learning rather than...
As a teacher, exactly.
No kidding. So when you went into this school, this process, did you know it was a Reggio Emilia school, and that was part of designing this school? Was that was the focus for the school?
Well, like always, you try to learn. First of all, it was nothing completely foreign from our knowledge, because we knew about the system and so on.
Right.
But that's the reason that we contact this architect, ZPZ from Italy.
From Italy.
That is a fantastic partnership. We are working very, very well. When we learn tremendously from them, and he's one of the masters in Reggio Emilia approach in the world. So then we brought it aboard. And that's the other thing that I like about architecture, when we can bring other talents into our team. And we have no problem, we don't have this kind of ego that we're going to, we have to be the one that says always what to do. We are learning from them. They are learning from us, because we are the local architects. Sure. And of course, it's a mutual respect. And we are applying those systems or the approach that they call the Reggio Emilia approach, and it's working fantastic. We're going to open in July.
Yeah.
And you are welcome to come.
Very exciting.
And we are very, very excited, because even the furniture is a special furniture. It's not just a regular furniture. There's a special color of the walls, of the furniture is going to match, material that we're using, ceilings, shapes. Everything is kind of different in some way. And we are working, of course, we are working with the teachers and directors here, local, because it's not the same to build a school in Cincinnati or in Milano or here in Washington, D.C. The people are different costumes, they're different population.
Right.
So we have to adapt continuously. And this is what is exciting, how you can bring something that was working very well in some areas, and how you can adapt it to this area.
Yeah, right.
And these people. And again, if we have to do another one, let's suppose in Maryland or Virginia, it's going to be different. We were called to do a pro bono library in El Salvador.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute.
That is San Salvador, the capital.
What
was a fantastic project. This is because there is a sisterhood relationship between the city of DC and San Salvador.
San Salvador is DC's sister city, right?
Exactly.
Right.
So we were called, and I'm very proud that they chose us to do this library that's a digital library.
Okay.
So from that we said, immediately we said yes, I am not going to do, so, I mean, it was impossible to say no. I am from Argentina, I'm Latin, and I feel it's the same kind of culture. So the first thing that we did is we moved to that location. We spent a lot of time. We went to see what it's going to be.
Right.
We spoke with the people, with the local people. We spoke with the people that are going to build it. We learned what kind of material they use, how they're going to feel practical,
right?
Who's going to use it, and with the local authorities and the community. And it was fantastic, beautiful people. And I think that when you do something like this, number one, they know about it.
Right.
So the users, they feel much better. The ones that are going to build it, they feel proud of what they're doing.
Sure.
So it's important for me to tell them, and I talk to them. First of all, well, I was talking in Spanish for me, it's easy. So we were explaining to them what we wanted to do. So they are much more enthusiastic at what they're going to build.
Right.
So everybody's happy. And then when you build and it's finished, everybody feels very proud to have that product. And again, you can do all those things without losing the sense of design.
Sure.
That was a very special place because they have a very old trees in the middle of the park.
Right.
So what we did is we contact the local, we understood what kind of trees, how we're going to treat it. That reason that we use special foundations that they can build over there.
Right.
Try to disrupt the minimum as possible of the land, so not to lose any trees. We spoke with our engineers here. We sketch it. We sketch over there with them, with the local architect and engineers, and we build it. And everybody's happy, and everybody's very, very proud of what they have. And we got, we think, a fantastic building, a beautiful building, architecturally, that fits the place, because actually, if you see the pictures, it's curved, trying to adapt into the shape, and to create amphitheater, community, gathering, and the views of the beautiful trees.
That's fantastic.
So one day we go together.
I'd love to see it. I really would love to see it. I've seen the pictures, and MCN Bill did the construction on that project.
Yes.
And the mayor was very involved. In
Yes, exactly. It was a partnership between the city here with the mayor, and very, very, very important project for us. It's a small project in terms of square footage, but for us, it's full of joy. I'm proud that we can do that.
That's great. And what are some other of your more memorable projects? Talk to us about some of those.
We have many of them, because mainly what we do is we focus in the community. When we feel like the people are involved and they use it, even that is a private enterprise, even that is a multifamily place that we have done, and you see how they can use the new place. For instance, we did one recently in Southeast, for affordable housing.
Right.
So we try to give them something that is different, something that they can feel proud.
Sure.
So they can use it much better. We did a beautiful a building for Carlos Rosario, that is a school that is adult education.
Carlo Rosario's adult learning.
Adult education.
Right.
And it's a fantastic program. The founder is Sonia Gutierrez. She started in the basement,
right?
Because she has a passion for the immigrants. Now the school have 2 campuses, and they have at least 1,200 students every day.
What type of learning goes on? Is this education or
Yes,
technical?
absolutely. It's adult education. The one that we did, the last one, a campus, was also a very nice project, because we did it in a place in Northeast that was all warehouses.
Sure.
So we got the place, we study, very next to the railroad, and we transformed the space. We transformed the neighborhood. Now the neighborhood is changing.
Sure.
They can walk. Before it was dangerous to walk from the metro to the building. Now the people are proud. They are proud to have that building. And it's a building that is around 50,000 square feet. One of the main things is the culinary arts.
Okay.
That is the main program. They have also nursing, computer, and English. So what they do is they transform the lives of these people. Most of them are immigrants. So they go there with a very little education, and then they graduated as a cook, so they can go and they have another profession.
That's wonderful.
And they can elevate the status of those people. So then it's fantastic. It's totally free. So to be involved with this kind of projects, it makes me feel very, very, very proud. And one of the anecdotes that I have is that one of the cleaning people from my building, I was always the last one to leave, and he's coming and he says the picture of the building in my office because we are the architects. And he come to me and say, "Oh, Salo, this is my building." So they're fantastic. What do we do? So I go there to learn because I am a student from there. So then at night he works and he cleans the buildings until he's going to graduate.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And he's going to get. I was so proud because he says, "This is my building."
Right.
And this is what they do. We did something that they can feel very proud, and they said, "This is mine."
Do you, looking back on your career, how you've come along, is there anything you would say to any aspiring architects? What knowledge would you like to pass on to young designers or architects?
Well, I am involved, actually, what you're telling me, I am involved with the American Institute of Architects, and I do some interviews for very renowned architects.
Sure.
And one of the last interviews that I did for the women, actually, I interviewed 3 very important women in the architecture, international. And that was the question, what you will say to the young architects? And of course, there are different ways, but mainly is to be passionate about it.
Right.
To be passionate and to work. It's like any other profession. You have to work, then you have to work, and then you have to work. More you work, more you know, more you are learning, and then you to be involved and to be passionate. It's like I said to them, today I feel the same passion or more than when I started.
Right.
Because it's contagious. And the day that I'm going to feel like I don't learn anymore or I don't feel passion, I have to quit. So, but I have my pencil. I feel like I have many more years to run. So